Prey is the latest installment in the Predator franchise. Came out in 2022. It was a Hulu original. And I feel like Prey, is the movie that other franchises which started in the 1980s, like the Alien and Terminator franchise, for example, really need to take notes from. When I think about how do you continue on some of these older franchises in a good way, Prey is the example that comes to my mind because that movie is refreshingly short, simple, straightforward. It has this more minimalistic, back to the basics, bare bones approach that I thought really worked. I found it so refreshing that the movie didn't have a big inflated budget. It doesn't have a lot of big action scenes. It's not a spectacle movie. It's more restrained, more of a stripped back version of Predator, where the titular alien creature is not as technologically advanced as he is in the other films. Humanity is less advanced because they're dealing with Native Americans in the 1700s that don't even have guns. They just have like bows and arrows, or bows and arrows, spears, clubs, more primitive weapons like that. The movie isn't overly complicated. It doesn't have a ton of dialogue. It just gets to the point more than installments in the Terminator Alien franchise. Like when I compare Terminator Genesis to Prey, there's such a big difference between them. Like Terminator Genesis, as much as I can enjoy the movie as dumb big budget Terminator fan fiction, I still would say that's an example of how not to do a sequel because it gets too complicated. It gets too involved. It is too focused on Terminator lore, being clever, twisting everything around all this complicated time travel logic, and it doesn't make the movie any better. Whereas Prey is refreshingly simplistic, restrained. It doesn't aim too high. It's not overly ambitious. So I think that when you're and also it has some similarities to other Predator films, but it doesn't feel like a rehash. It's not like, oh, we're just doing the first movie again. No, it found a way to do something different. I think like the Terminator franchise in particular can really afford to take notes from Prey. As much as I know some people out there really enjoyed Dark Fate, and I think I could enjoy it. The fact is, the movie did underperform at the box office, and the Terminator franchise really needs to learn to just scale everything back. Like, give us a lower budget Terminator installment. It doesn't feel the need to it just screw over. It doesn't feel the need to meddle with everything or make the story overly complicated or just do the same thing again. No, take notes from Prey.